I was supposed to be the king when it comes to prevention. Now, a doctor comes in when a person has a disease, right? But me, what if I can take my job seriously and make that person preventive enough not to contact this disease? And the doctor will not have a job.
All right, viewers at home, welcome back to this channel. In this session of our interview, we're having two amazing health educators, and we are going to be hearing from them. Should I start from my left or right? Level destro. All right. Thank you. He said I should start from here. Okay. Please, can we know your name, sir?
I am David Dangano.
All right, Mr. David. Welcome to this channel.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Please, can we meet you?
I'm Labaran Labija Yusuf.
Okay, Mr. Yusuf, you are welcome to this channel.
Thank you.
All right, viewers at home, don't go yet. Like we are doing on this channel, we want to interview our brothers as per their department. We want to see what they have been doing there since they are 100 level. So, sir, how do you describe the experience and the memories right from 100 level, the trainings you've had in this department, sir?
Actually, it's a very interesting one. I am not regretting finding myself in this very department. It's very, very interesting. Studying health education, to be specific, is very, very important because, my coming, I'm involved in health, a bit, but then I was thinking I know of or I know all, but on coming, I realized that it's so vast, like for me to go deep into knowing what health education is all about. And then because we are a peer kind of department, a physical and health education, we study more of what is involved in exercise, to obtain health. And then, more of, understanding about what health is all about. And then, all those rudiments, awareness and whatever that health has to be, all together.
Thank you so much for that submission. Brother Yusuf, how do you describe your experience and the memories from the beginning of the training and up to this moment?
Well, I can say it has been superb. Yes, that's the word, superb. Because there's a certain kind of feeling they had that, okay, this is my body, right? I'm supposed to know everything about my body. But now coming to this environment, I tend to like, no, that feeling you have is actually wrong. Now, this is how your body operates. Now, as a physical educator, they tend to educate us on how the body operates, the bones, the joints, how the body system operates, and how you can manipulate that body for you to achieve maximum health. Now, this health that we talk about is very paramount. Now, this physical education tends to come with exercises. Now, if now in this world, I'm trying to have a feeling that okay, once you say someone to come and exercise, some will be like, I'm lazy. Exercise is a waste of time. I can't come to exercise. But then you meet, okay, come and play sports. I say, okay, I love to play sports. But now what they don't understand now, that sport they are playing is actually a part of what? Exercise. Now, I have a saying that if I can't help you to exercise, I will bribe you to exercise. So if I can't tell you, say, come and exercise, then I'll bribe you with something that, okay, you see that is catchy, like sports now. I'm bribing you, come and play sports. And in that form, you're exercising and you are gaining fitness.
Hmm.
That's right.
Viewers at home, if I can't have you to exercise, I will bribe you to exercise. Wow, that is very, very interesting. Maybe that is one of the basis of all these various competitions. Maybe that's why they award medals. Maybe that's why they give prizes. All right, viewers at home, you can see that everything we are talking about is based on exercise, 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 and very interesting. We have health educator, somebody from health education department, and we also have another person from physical education department. So meaning that we are having the two and it is balanced. And the basis of what they are talking about is preventive medicine, just like what we have been doing on this channel. We are shouting every day, we want you to be healthy. Talk about obesity, talk about high blood pressure or hypertension, just talk about any of all this. In fact, there is a video we did on agelessness, how to look younger than your age, and all those things. And one of what we do recommend is exercise, moderate and regular exercise. And we can see that they are also still telling us now. many people do stereotype or stigmatize about the department, and I saw from what you said. What is your advice for people at home? Because we learned that a lot of people are forced to choose a particular course, and we are seeing a lot of results coming out of that. What is your advice briefly for viewers at home?
No, actually, I want to tell the viewers that doctors will not be very important if people are very, keen, people understand what preventive medicine is all about. If people are prevented from diseases, I believe doctor will be valueless in the society. It's because people are, having a lot of diseases condition. That is why you can see doctors are even, hectic in their job. In UK, you find out that, five per a doctor for per 5 person to take care of. But when you come down to Nigeria, you find a doctor seeing 100 patients in a day because of how preventive medicine have been neglected. But if preventive medicine is, like taken very seriously, I believe there will be less patients in the hospital, and then that is what we are studying to make people become aware of themselves, to make people become aware of diseases such as to prevent themselves from all these diseases, and then they will not go to the hospital. So all this, whatever course studied over there, at the old site, to be precise, they can't be relevant if, health education is seriously in place. So if the government are doing very well, taking health education as very specific and very important, then there will be less patient in the hospital.
Wow. If government is taking health education very, very seriously, then there will be less patients in the hospital. Thank you for that. Brother, what is your advice for viewers at home? People want to choose career, parents who are forcing their children to choose a particular career. In fact, the children who want to choose career. What's your advice?
Well, okay, let me say I was actually a product of that home. Now, when I was growing up, my dad was like, okay, you, Labaran, you are going to be a doctor. It's either you become a doctor or you will not go to school. I was like, okay, dad, I'm going to become a doctor since you're the one paying the school fees. But now, when I got admission, they changed my course to physical health education. And my father was like, okay, this course is a bit limited and it's a small course. Why don't you wait for another year? Maybe when your mates are going to school, then you can get a big course. And I was like, Dad, no, I can't wait for what? Next year. Let me go to this course. Maybe if the value I want is not pulled out from this course, then maybe I can go and study medical. But now when I came to this man, I realized that okay, I was supposed to be able to be the king when it comes to prevention. Now, a doctor comes in when a person has a disease, right? But me, what if I can take my job seriously and make that person preventive enough not to contact this disease? And the doctor will not have a job. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that people trying to make a career out of this. Yes, there's a lot of stereotyping outside that PHE is a very small course and it's just play, 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 but that's not all. Now, PHE gives you certain values. He values that, okay, this is what you know about your body. This is what you want to prevent this. This disease is not something that is supposed to kill millions. It's something that is not even supposed to kill one if only you know the preventive measure to solve this problem.
There are so many diseases out there killing millions of people, and they are not supposed to kill even one if only we know the preventive measures out there. Viewers at home, we believe you've learned one or two things from this interview, and to be sincere, we are recommending on this channel that career and profession guidance is very, very crucial and essential, but yet do not force your child or children to study a particular course or to go into a particular profession. In our last interview with the medical students, one of the students was telling us that he had given up on so many opportunities. In fact, he had opportunity to travel out to study, but he left it because of medicine. Although he was never regretting, but at the same time, he was advising the viewers at home that they should not force course on their children or career on their children. So please, we are pleading that we can encourage our children. If you want them to be lawyer, to be engineer, architect, health educators, doctors. In fact, this health education, some parents are still forcing it on their children. So that is the reality. So we are pleading that you should encourage, you should motivate your children rather than forcing them. We do hope that if we call you some other time for interview on this channel, you'll be glad to accept our offer.
Yeah, I will be glad because I believe right now those who are viewing or those who will be viewing, they will have a sort of motivation for them to, see the need of allowing their children choose a career. And then a career is not just by name. No, know what your child is up to do, and then know what is the need of the society at the time. That's what because if you check very well, when you talk of health educators now, you sample out in the entire country, you find out that this is a very less number that study health, and it's a profession that needs understanding through for you to get into it. So if you don't study it, you will think that it's just a name. It's really not education, but it's more than that.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you go into it, because we study a lot, anatomy we study, epidemiology we study, we study a lot, health consumers, education and all that. We study a lot of things that has to do with health. So I am advising everyone that is watching to be very, very keen and very, very understanding in an aspect of, like advising one to study a course. You shouldn't force a course on one. Let someone see a need, because I am a laboratory technician before, but I saw the need of studying this course.
Like myself.
That's why I came, so combining the knowledge of laboratory, science, and then health education, it has given me a very wider experience. So I advise, people to allow their children choose a course, and then, before choosing a course, see a need in the society, and then you go for it. Thank you.
Allow your children to choose their course, but before they do that, let them see the need in the society. That's very important. We do appreciate your time also, brother, and we do hope that if we call you some other time, you will be glad to grant our interview.
Sure, I will be glad. This kind of information is rare to come by. And this information that needs to be put out into the world for people to know that, okay, this is what is happening. Stereotyping of causes, like my colleague said, is very vast. Now, there's a certain diseases or ailment that you contact. You go to a doctor give you drugs, and sometimes a doctor prescribe something for you. It's called exercise. Now, that stereotyping at that moment is useless, because then you have to go and look for what? Specialists in that field. Now, they said if exercise was a drug, it would be the most sought out capsule in the world. So that is it. Doctors even refer you to people they came they are more higher in hierarchy now, but that's not so. Check the situation, check the society. What do we need most? We need preventers, not curers. Because once you prevent, the curers work will just be limited. So that's what I have to say around this.
Thank you so much. Every day, every time, every moment, the essence of living is learning. And sincerely speaking, today I learned a lot of things conversing with you guys. Sincerely speaking, because as medical students, we have what is called level of prevention. And when we're talking about level of prevention, health education comes first. And that is why we ourselves, we also go into villages, we go into rural areas, we go into very remote places to go and tell people what they need to stop doing. And sincerely speaking, I really appreciate your time, and I'm very sure our viewers at home also we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Viewers at home, this is going to be the end of this session. We do hope that you've learned one or two things. On this channel, our interest is your health. We are creating healthy community, and we believe that it is our collective responsibility in achieving that. We are doing our own, they are doing their own. I believe you are going to do your own part. Make sure you like this video, share the video so that everyone can learn from this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Bye for now.